Awesome. I'm going to jump right into the video so you guys can get a feel for it. But I want you guys to remember to keep an open mind throughout this entire presentation because, like I said, it's something you do not want to miss. All right, here we go. We're going with this one? Yes.
Right now, we are looking at student loan debt that is near $1 trillion.
Of all the time bombs in the American economy set to explode with dire consequences, this is a big one. Staggering debt from student loans.
Drag on the broader economy. Americans now owe more our student loans.
Students will now be paying more back to their student loan.
The average college student $26,000 in student loans.
First jobs hard to find and starting salaries falling. Frustration is turning to anger.
80% of people who are asked in this brand new study say they admitted they either hate their work or they feel completely uninspired on the job.
Right now, what you're seeing is a slow bleed for the American family.
Really kind of seeing the problems that are existing in today's society and seeing that, not only does Vemma offer a good business opportunity, but a solution to a lot of the problems that we have widespread.
And it's really going to create a remarkable society that this world I don't think has ever seen before. I think it's overall hope for our age generation because times are bad and we have the solution to the problem.
I really believe that the YPR is an opportunity for young people who are like me, busboy at a restaurant, feeling stuck and lost, to get out of that situation and have the opportunity to take control of your life financially.
The YPR, the Young People Revolution, it goes back to that idea that we now have clarity in our voice. We have value and integrity in our voice.
This movement really means, helping people, helping young people look at something different out there in society.
The YPR is an amazing movement.
Woo!
It's something that I've never seen before. But to put it in simple words, we're pretty much networking products that we're already consuming.
The YPR is a bunch of young people that see that that a change needs to happen, that a revolution needs to happen, and instead of just talking about it, right, and then talking about theories and, oh yeah, this would be cool, that would be cool, we're actually out in the real world making it happen.
This is empowering young people to become their own bosses, to go out there and do something to make a change in today's society, to go out there and become, the person that they want to become.
The YPR, that's our brand. That's like what we stand for, what we believe in. That's what we wake up to, that every day we're proud of.
The YPR is the biggest shift of any generation that there's ever been.
I think YPR is the best thing that could ever happen to the world. And I can't wait to see where it's going to go.
I think that business is a little bit different these days, simply because of the 21st century culture that's being built within the younger generation. Looking back on it, I've grown up with social media that's wrapped inside my life from day one.
That's what we spend, a majority of our day doing, to be communicating and socializing with the most people in the world. And so to do that, we've got to use that to our advantage, and business, conducts as we go along.
This is the first company that's really utilized that and taken advantage of all the different things that we have. So really, this is like changing a shift in our generation of how we do business in general, which is through social media, technology, and all these things that we're just even good at as a generation.
When you combine, of course, word-of-mouth marketing and, viral marketing and excitement, but with the most socially connected generation, on top of us being able to use technology and all these different things that we use at our fingertips every day, and to be able to capitalize on how that works, I think that's completely changed how people communicate, how people interact, how people build relationships, and ultimately how people are going to start making money.
change financially, just their mindsets on life, their outlooks on life, and then really seeing how people flip from, you know, having almost no hope in life and not really, you know, an idea of what they want to do to realize, you know, they can make anything happen.
When you hear the stories of people growing up in hard times, always being kind of put down, never having that helping hand to bring them up, the entire team becomes one big family, and if anyone has a struggle in that family, it's your struggle.
What I see right now is the ability to literally change the mindset of an entire generation, to become a lot more independent and become a lot more entrepreneurial and take a hold of the economy that we live in right now.
If you're ready to dream again, go back to when you were a little kid and just pursue whatever it is. This is for those people.
Commit yourself. Don't say I'm gonna try it. Don't say I'm gonna try this out and see how it works. If you're gonna do it the right way. Go all in, and ask yourself, if not this, then what?
Now, you guys may not understand why this is so exciting, so we're going to explain exactly why that is. But this is so huge, and YPR, Vemma, Verve, whatever you want to call it, has changed my life just like it's going to change yours if you let it. So like I said, keeping an open mind is super huge tonight. We have some amazing people here to speak to you tonight, some influential, successful people that are here right now, including Jess Comiskey, who is back there videotaping this whole thing. Woo! She will be speaking later tonight as well, but we got some other people in the house that are speaking too. We have Sasha, who's doing really, really well. We got Kit McMannis. Where are you?
Kippy Cup.
Kit. Kit's all the way back there.
Kit Cup.
Jump. Oh, there you are.
I'm sitting down.
No, he's not. But we got a lot of people here that know what they're talking about and know what they're doing. And if you allow them, then they will take you to the same place and even higher. So like I said, just keep a huge open mind, and let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring up my personal mentor, one of my really, really good friends, and the person who got me involved in this business. His name is Ryan McMannis. This is his house. Hold the applause, please, because I know it's going to be huge. He is already doing so well. He's been in the business for 2 months, and he's built a huge network and some great, great leaders already, and he's a great one himself. So, Ryan, please come up here.
Thank you. There's a lot of guy love there. Guys, what is up? Guys, look around you. It's working. Let's just take a second to look around. There's a ton of people here. Okay? What I saw is there are 3 types of people in this world. Okay? There are people who make things happen. There are people who watch things happen, and people go, what the fuck just happened? Okay? And you're in a room with people making this happen every day, busting their ass each and every day, changing who they are now, and sacrificing for who they'll become. Okay? This is a pretty awesome experience. Like she was saying, this is my house. My parents just live here. Don't let me tell you. My name is Ryan. I'm 20 years old. And a little bit of backstory, behind me. Growing up, I was always that dreamer type kid. I never really wanted to get that corporate job. Never really wanted to go to college. It was I wanted to be a professional skateboarding president with his own franchise on the moon. That type of dream. Okay. And so, as you can imagine, after I left high school, I didn't want to go to college. That wasn't something I was interested in. I kind of thought it was a waste of time. So I did what most college kids were doing that weren't going to college. I got 2 really shitty part-time jobs, and I started smoking a lot of weed. Let's be right, a lot of weed. Okay, I spent a little bit of my money on weed, spent a lot on snack cakes and Twizzlers, and really was going nowhere for about 6-7 months. I like to say I'm a glorified loser just because that makes it a little bit less hurtful to myself, but I was a loser. Okay, and so towards the latter part of that year, my brother came to me and said, Ryan, you're not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Let's drive out to California in my piece of shit Civic. And I said, let's do it. Why not? Okay, so we drove out to California, and it's beat up. It's out there if you want to see it. It's awful. It's awful. And so we drove out there, okay, and we slept in a Civic. We ate peanut butter and jelly, for every meal. I took gas station sink showers. I showered on the beach. Actually shared my my body washed with a hobo on the beach, which is pretty cool. Not a lot of people get to say they did that. But really got to see the life I wanted to live. Just didn't really have the means to. Okay, so I came home and I had a heart-to-heart with my dad. He said, Ryan, maybe it's time for you to go get that corporate job. Maybe it's time for you to, grow up, go to college. I said, okay, why not? Okay, so fortunately for me, I was blessed with talent in golf, and I got the opportunity to go play Division I golf at the University of Toledo. And before I left, I have 3 older brothers, and they were like, dude, college is going to be awesome. Dude, there's going to be chicks everywhere. It's going to be great. There's going to be parties. You're going to get good grades. It's going to be awesome. And I was like, good grades? I've never gotten good grades. What do you mean? But I got pumped up, and I went there. And honestly, for the first 10, 11 weeks, all I did was drink. 6 nights a week, I was drinking, partying, didn't go to class. Honestly, played terrible in golf. And it really wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So I came home and really had another heart-to-heart with my dad and saw my family and tried to, get geared up for the spring semester. And so I was sitting on the couch one day, and Kip comes in, and he jumps in front of the TV. He's like, dude, you got to check us out. He's like, dude, get the fuck out of the way. What are you doing? I'm watching TV. He was like, dude, you have to come check us out. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, $1 million, energy drinks, cars, watches, blah, blah, blah. Whoa, I didn't even know you left. I'm just sitting on the couch. What are you talking about? He's like, dude, I was just downtown at the JW Marriott, 700 college-age kids. Everybody's super excited. We're going to make $1 million. It's a company called Vemma. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. What are you talking about? I heard about that at Toledo. Some girl actually said that she was going to, go out on a date with me if I took her or if I went to one of these meetings. She wasn't that special, so I said no. And so I was like, no, there's no way. He's like, dude, you got to come to this event tomorrow. There's going to be a ton of kids there. It's going to be great. You got to come. It's exciting. I was like, kid, I'm not doing it. You need to literally move out of the way from television. I'm not doing it. He goes, dude, there's going to be girls there. And I said, well, let's start the car. What are you talking about? Let's go. What do you mean? Okay, so we went the next day, and I had 3 things in mind. Number 1, I was going to hit on every girl I saw at this place. Okay? Number 2, I was going to jab her ear off and be like, dude, you're 23. This is one of those pyramid things. Nobody's going to make any money. You should know better. This is bullshit. Fully expecting on walking down to this dingy-ass basement with, 3 kids sitting on a couch, one guy amped up on energy drinks, like, we're going to make $1 million, blah, blah, cars, blah, and everybody's just like, what the fuck did I get into? Why am I here? But it wasn't like that at all, okay? I walked in, there was 60, 70 college-age kids. There was no beer, no alcohol, no weed. Everybody was there excited about their future. And that was an environment that I wasn't used to. Okay, so right then and there, it piqued my interest. I sat down, and for about an hour and a half, it has absolutely changed my life. Okay, I listened to girls like Jessica talk. I listened to Kelsey Brand, who's out in California, probably Ubering right now, and listen to Ty, and it absolutely changed my life. Okay, they told me about this company called Vemma. Okay, Vemma is an acronym. It stands for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. And what it is a 2-ounce liquid multivitamin. Is anybody here familiar with Herbalife? Maybe the ladies, David Beck.
Galaxy.
There you go.
Sponsored by Galaxy.
Yeah. Well, Herbalife is a pill-based vitamin. Okay, with a pill-based vitamin, you only retain 30 to 35% of that vitamin, right? Because your body has to break it down. So what our CEO saw was that with a liquid vitamin, your body retains 90 to 95%, which means absolutely jack shit to any of us in this room. I don't care. I'm not 65. I don't wake up and dude, I gotta get my multivitamin or my sciatica. No, I don't worry about it. Okay, but what we do worry about at this age demographic is waking up in our energy. We want a Red Bull, Rockstar, coffee, Monster, Adderall for Ty, to get amped up and get ready for the day. So what he did is he took that 2-ounce liquid gold formula, he mixed it with reverse osmosis purified water, natural caffeine, and green tea extract, and called it an energy drink. That's something that's absolutely applicable to us. We're either staying up studying for tests, staying up playing Call of Duty, not really having the right thing to put in our body. And so after I heard that, I researched a company called Red Bull. Okay, Red Bull actually has an artificial sweetener in it called aspartame. Aspartame has been clinically proven to help reproduce cancerous cells. Yet, last year, Red Bull sold 5.4 billion cans. And since 1980, 45 billion cans. We're spending money on something we know is killing us. It doesn't make any sense to me. So right then and there, I got really excited. And for the last 2 months, we've been blowing this up. I mean, this is going to be a small event here in a couple weeks, but it's been absolutely going crazy. Right now, I'm going to bring up my buddy Ty. He's my mentor. The guy's a freaking genius. It's unbelievable. He's got the work ethic. It's unreal. We don't do anything but this. And he's like, dude, 2 hours a night for sleep, that's fine. Let's go. And he works his ass off. He's doing absolutely awesome. And he's really the reason why any of us are in this room. So I'm going to bring up Ty.
Woo! I'm gonna be real honest. I'm a little nervous tonight for the first time in a while. My best friend's here. I'm a little nervous. Okay, but guys, I'm really excited about what's going on in this room, and I want everyone in this room to take one thing away from this. And not that it's the greatest product, not that it's the greatest opportunity, not that we're all gonna be millionaires, but whatever the fuck's going on in this room is working, right? Can I get a head nod? Yeah. Okay, and I want to go over 2 things that I noticed when I first heard about this, and 2 things that really made a lot of sense to me. One being the YPR movement. Okay, when I first saw it at YPR, Young People Revolution, Your Parents' Retirement, whatever you want it to be, Young Professional Revolution, I laughed at it. I was like, oh yeah, YPR, young kids our age can't really keep up with anything like that. They're not professional enough. They won't commit to it. It's just a trend. Okay, but as I've gotten, more and more into this concept and, really traveled and gone, campus to campus, living room to living room, couch to couch, sharing this story, it's really started to make a lot of sense to me. Okay, Young People Revolution, all it is a small group of people, place, or thing going against the status quo, doing something a little bit different. Okay, and as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it's going to become the social norm. Okay, and so what I saw is I walk into living rooms, dorm rooms, apartments, whatever, dining halls every single day, and rooms like this, and I see young people. I hear music blaring. I see, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 15,000 out in Vegas in a couple months, young people. And it looks like you walk into a frat party, and it's like, why the hell is everyone in here so excited? Okay, but there's no beer, there's no weed, there's no liquor. We're all here to talk about our futures. And if that doesn't give you goosebumps, guys, this concept won't make sense to you.
Yeah.
It was just something I've never seen before. Okay, and then I saw the ways to make money in today's economy are changing. Okay, our parents all grew up in an industrial age of thinking, right? You guys all know what that means. That meant it was the norm for the man or woman to the family to go to school, get good grades, go to college, because back then when you went to college, you stood out. And today's day and age, it's in the majority to go to school. Okay, you went to college, got the good grades, did all the internships, filled out a fat resume, and then begged a big corporation to hire you to a safe, secure job. Okay, and you worked there for 40 or 50 years, you retired, sat on the couch for 10 years, made 40% of your income, then you died. That was the American dream. And no offense to that, there's nothing wrong with an honest living, but are you honestly living? Okay, no offense to that, my mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, they made a lot of money doing that, but that's not the lifestyle I want for myself. Okay, and all those safe, secure jobs that our parents worked are now being replaced in our age of technology and information. Okay, all those safe, secure jobs are being replaced by either computers or someone in a third world country who will do the exact same work all of us lazy-ass Americans won't do for a third of the price. Why the hell would I pay you $100,000 a year to do something some dude in China will do for $30,000? It just makes sense, right? They understand our laws. They understand our languages. They have our internet. They'll do the same shit for cheaper. And so what I saw is that what am I really, really good at? What is everyone in this room really, really good at? Does anyone have the, I don't want to say 4-inch third leg because Kip will laugh at me. But does anyone have this 4-inch third leg in their pocket? Okay, it's called a cell phone. If anyone doesn't know, with this 4-inch piece of metal, I can connect with 6 different people in 6 different countries with a click of a button. Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, cell phone contacts, texting, calling. I can do it all with this piece of metal. And so what I saw is that everyone in this room is really, really good at using this piece of metal, right? Is anyone sending out a Snapchat today? Is anyone sending out a text message, a phone call, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook? Has anyone used any of those today? Yeah. Did anyone get paid to do that? Did this not involve in the business? No. And so what I realized is that I was going to do that whether they paid me to do it or not, and it made sense that that's what I'm really, really good at. And so if you run a 4.340, you should probably try out football. If you're 7 feet tall, you should probably try out basketball. But if you're a kid born into the age of technology and information where you have that power in the palm of your hand and you're going to do it whether they pay you to do it or not, why not get paid to do it? Okay, and all I did was use my social network that I already built and put a monetary value to it. Okay, and so for me, guys, my personal story with this whole thing, I've always been a business-minded, entrepreneur-minded kid, and I'm going to take a sip of water. I think this is Ryan's water. If you guys have never been to one of these, I get dry mouth syndrome, but I've always been a business-minded, entrepreneur-minded kid. I was a kid in 6th grade who would go to Sam's Club or Costco, buy Snickers bars in bulk, throw them in my book bag and take them to the cafeteria and sell them $1 a piece. And I was killing it at the time, turning like $20, $25 profit every single week. I was like a baby drug dealer, absolutely killing it. But obviously got caught doing that, moved on from trafficking Snickers bars to, you can ask any of my next door neighbors, they've gotten a flyer for cut your grass, lay down mulch, babysit your kids, walk your dog, paint your house, whatever I could do to make a little bit of money without trading my time for a dollar amount. Because what I saw was time was my greatest asset, and once I spent it, I could never get it back. Okay, you can walk down the street and stumble upon a $20 bill, and that'd probably make your day, it'd make mine too. But you're never going to walk down the street like, oh shit, there's 15 minutes, right? That's just not how the world works. And so why would you trade time for money? They're not equal at all. Okay, I don't think anyone in this room would let me lock them into a closet for the next hour and give you $10.50 after that hour, would you? Would anyone in here volunteer to do that? Kip would. Ryan might do it too.
Kip don't like it.
Kip like closet.
Whenever in doubt, make fun of Kip. But no one in this room would volunteer to do that. Yeah, kids our age still work shitty part-time jobs at McDonald's, Wendy's, Steak and Shake, push carts at Target and Walmart. And it's not because they're dumb, stupid, or ignorant. It's just because they've never been exposed to a different way of building income. That's all this is. Okay, and so I went on to high school, guys. I was kind of like the all-American boy, really, really good at sports, won multiple state championships, team captain, really good grades as well. So I had a lot going for me, and I was looking forward to college, the best 4 years of your life. Okay, and I was really sold on that. I saw if high school is this much fun, college is going to be absolutely insane. Okay, and I was really sold on that. But what I realized is when I got to college, guys, no offense to college, I loved the atmosphere of college. I loved drinking, smoking. I was in a fraternity at IU. I had a lot of fun doing that. But what I saw is that, if the college is the best 4 years of your life, what's to be said about the next 60? And I feel like a lot of kids our age, they don't think about that. They just chew through homework, chew through tests, just so they can get to the weekend and think that they really love about college. Okay, and so no offense to that. Like I said, I do it just as much as anyone else does. But I just decided to sacrifice a couple days, weeks, months, and years, like most of my friends won't, so I can spend the rest of my life like none of them can. Okay, and so I went on to college looking for the best 4 years of my life, guys, and it wasn't that at all. Got caught drinking, got caught smoking, almost got kicked out of the dorms, school sucked, football sucked. I'm looking around like, what the fuck? It's supposed to be the best 4 years of my life, and it wasn't that at all. What I realized, I was just doing what everyone else was already doing. Cheating through homework, cheating through tests, and then partying 4 or 5 nights a week. And yeah, it was really, really fun, guys, but I've never been the type of person to do what everyone else was already doing. Because when everyone else was running to the right, I'd check out what was going on to the left because I wanted a different result. But if you do what people do, you'll get what people get, right? Okay, if you sit next to the really, really smart kid in class and shoot off their homework, you'll get good grades. Okay, I've been working out with Ryan a couple days, and guys, I feel like I'm getting smaller.
Yeah, Ryan.
Up to like 6 push-ups a day. So.
I thought it was 7.
What's 6.5 if you count the drop?
Okay, yeah, you're right.
But guys, I went through my freshman year of college, didn't really have a great time. I had a lot of fun, but I just wasn't enjoying what I was doing. And I went on spring break looking, 3 or 4 months or 3/4 of the way into my freshman year of college to Panama City Beach. Didn't want to be to Panama. People coming back from Panama. People coming back from Panama.
Yes.
Leaving tomorrow. I went to Panama. Obviously really fun place to go, but not a place you go looking for a multi-million-dollar business idea, right? And so I went to Panama, walking down the beach the 3rd or 4th day, and I meet a girl. Okay, really, really attractive girl. Happens to be Jessica's roommate out in San Diego. And I went up and talked to her for 10, 15 minutes. Nothing about a multi-million-dollar business idea, just flirting with this girl. Okay, and like I said, we didn't talk anything about Vemma. We exchanged numbers. I didn't even see her again on spring break. But about 5 or 6 weeks later, she texted me. And she says, hey, I have this thing I want to talk to you about. I think you'd be really, really good at it. And it's really big out here in San Diego, California, where I live. And I'm looking at my phone like, you don't even know me. What do you mean I'd be really, really good at this? And so I asked her who she was, looked her up on Facebook, saw she was a decently attractive girl. So I was like, why not jump on Uber with her for 10, 15 minutes? That's not going to hurt anything. Okay, and so I get on Uber with her, and the very first thing that she does is hold up this orange can called Verb and tells me about this company, Vemma, tells me about this company, Vemma, this insanely healthy energy drink. Okay, and you know what I did? I laughed at her. I laughed in her face. I was like, I'm sorry, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. I don't want to sell shit. I don't want to scam people. I don't want to telemarket my friends. I really don't want anything to do with that. I was one of those kids that we all know with a really, really big ego and a tiny-ass bank account. Okay, I thought I knew everything about everything. I didn't know shit about anything. And I was really close-minded to it at first. Really didn't want anything to do with it. It was about this close to hang up that Uber call, but thank God I didn't, because it was one of the greatest decisions I've ever made. Okay, I just opened up my mind for 5 or 10 minutes just to hear her out on it, and as she started to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, it started to make sense to me. And once it starts to make sense to you, it tends to make dollars. She introduced me to a girl named Jessica Comiskey and her boyfriend Christian Sager, who actually just hit a 6-figure income a couple days ago in Vemma. Woo! And Christian was willing to teach me step by step everything that he did to get to what he got. And that was really, really cool. Okay, and she told me about a company called Vemma, told me about the liquid multivitamin and how we had a $100 billion infrastructure. What I mean by that is we have products that relate to every single age demographic. Raise your hand if you know someone who drinks coffee, tea, energy drinks, juice, weight loss, or multivitamins. If your hand isn't raised, you're full of shit. Okay? People are already spending money on products like that. And so all they did was innovate a product that people were already spending money on and created a $100 billion infrastructure that relates to every single age demographic. And then they incentivized us just consuming it and sharing it with our friends with a business model called network marketing or affiliate marketing. Okay, and if you're not familiar with affiliate marketing, it's actually the second most profitable industry in the entire world. So unless you can dunk a basketball, hit a home run, catch a touchdown pass, or sing and dance professionally, this is the next best place for you to make a lot of money in today's economy. It's creating more millionaires than any other industry. And so I got really, really excited about that, guys. It's a very, very simple concept of word-of-mouth advertising. Has anyone here heard of Facebook? Does anyone know what Facebook is? Does anyone know what Mark Zuckerberg is? Facebook's actually the most infamous example of word-of-mouth advertising. Why is that? Mark Zuckerberg is now worth $29 billion. Billion with a B. And the craziest thing about that is everyone in this room built it for him for free. You've never seen a commercial, a billboard, any type of paid advertising for Facebook, have you? No. Who'd you hear about Facebook from? Your friends. Who'd you tell about Facebook? All your friends. And so what I saw, guys, is it's the exact same concept as Facebook with a product. What word-of-mouth advertising is, what this whole concept is, think about Mark Zuckerberg. He created a product that people were already using. People are already spending money on. MySpace, Facebook, Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, and Verve. He shared it with 5 people in a dorm room. 3 of them said, you're dumb, super crazy, that'll never fucking work. And the 2 dudes who ran with him are now billionaires. Okay, and all they did was create that product and share it with people. They shared it with a friend across the hall, shared it with a kid at a different school, different college, different country. And now every swinging dick on the face of this earth either knows about or has Facebook. Okay, that's your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, dog, cat. They all have Facebook. And he didn't spend a single dime to advertise that. Did he? Use word of mouth, viral advertising. Exact same concept. Okay, and so what our CEO saw was that kids our age really don't give a shit about, traditional advertising. Think about Red Bull. Red Bull spent about $960 million last year to advertise their product. And where that money went to was Wall Street, Shaun White, Blake Griffin, Travis Pastrana, and some random dude to jump off the moon. And I'll give it to them. Yeah, they do have really, really cool commercials, but what does any of that have to do with an energy drink? All that money is being spent to do is that when you walk into the gas station, you subconsciously grab a Red Bull instead of a Monster. And so what he saw is that kids our age don't give a shit about that advertisement anyways. Why spend so much money on it? Okay, we were watching YouTube a minute ago. Every single advertisement that came up, my cursor was already on the skip ad button. You skip 2 songs in a row on Pandora, you best believe you're going to get Flow from Progressive or some dude talking about chicken nuggets. Does anyone in this room get excited about that advertisement? No. Okay, but what he saw was, who do you take advertisements, ideas, and recommendations from on a daily basis? You take it from your friends. Whether that be talking, texting, tweeting, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. You're sharing those ideas and shit with your friends all the time. Yo, where'd you get your shoes from? Clark's. I saw that he actually saw that I had these exact same pair of shoes. He went to Clark's and bought that exact same pair of shoes. I told him to get it, but I'll never be reimbursed on that advertisement, yet I'm the reason he went and bought it. Think about how many times you tell your friends, go check out a movie, go check out this song, go check out this TV show. You're advertising and recommending products every single day. Why not get paid to do it? Okay, and so then she told me about the whole idea of residual income. Who's familiar with residual income?
Woo! Yeah.
Residual income, guys, is business's best kept secret. And it's absolutely insane that they don't teach it in school. It's a single reason why 3% of America owns 97% of the wealth. It's not because they're smarter than you, not because they work harder than you, not because they have 48 hours in a day, it's because they work smarter than you. Instead of trading their time for money because there's only so much time, they make their money go make more money for them. It's the idea of owning real estate, vending machines, ATM machines. Okay, if you bought 50 vending machines, put them all around your college campus, put Skittles, M&Ms, and Gatorade in it, you don't have to be standing there when someone puts $1 into it to make money off of it, right? Because you put it there in the first place. And so what Vemma gave me the opportunity to do is put vending machines all throughout my friend group, all throughout my college, all throughout my state, all throughout my country, and all around the fucking world. And every time anyone buys a product from my 200 vending machines, I get credit for it. Because if it wasn't for me, they would have never heard about it in the first place. And so I did that through 2 months, guys, and through residual income. I'm a 19-year-old kid, and I can stand up here proudly and say I'll never have to work another job.
Yeah!
And I'll get paid weekly by this company for the rest of my life. How many people in this room would like to say that 10 months from now? How many people in this room would like to say it 5 months from now? Because there's people in my business who are doing it in half the time. Okay, and so realize, guys, the opportunity being presented right now. And so I obviously was very, very skeptical when I got off that Who calls it this bullshit, scam scheme, whatever. And I went home and did my research. I was up until about 4 o'clock in the morning flipping this thing upside down, looking for the catch, the scam, the scheme, really looking through all this stuff. And what I saw was I looked at my primary way of gaining financial independence was through going to school. Okay, no offense to school. I'm all for education. But what they told me was, Ty, go out and find your dream job. Ty, go out and find your dream career. And what I found out, that's absolute horseshit. There's no such thing. Because you have to go out and create it. Because if you don't go out and create your own dream job, your own dream career, someone will pay you hourly to build theirs. And so what I saw in my dream job, my dream career for the next 2 to 5 years, I have no boss, I have no required hours, I have no income cap, and I work with my motherfucking friends. What more could you ask for? Okay, and I didn't see any degree that could promise me that. I didn't see any part-time or full-time job that could promise me that. And so I got really, really excited. And for the first 2 months of my business, guys, has anyone in this room heard about Vemma from the wrong person before? I was that kid, okay? I was the kid that was shoving orange cans down all my friends' throats. Okay, I was that kid when I first heard about this, and I didn't make a dime for my first 2 months of the business, really, really frustrated, and was calling it a scam, this is stupid, and was really close to giving up on it. Okay, but I saw on Twitter about 2 months into my business, and saw that there was an event out in San Diego, California, the exact same day as my birthday this past summer. So I screenshot that, sent it to Nicole, the girl that got me involved in this, was like, hey, there's an event out in San Diego. Ha ha ha. The exact same day as my birthday. Completely fucking kidding, but 3 weeks later, I found myself on a plane out to San Diego. Okay, and I'm on this plane, really, really skeptical, like this is horseshit. And I'm on the way to this event in San Diego. And I get off the plane, walk out of the terminal, and a brand new BMW pulls up. Christian Sager, Jessica Comiskey, and Nicole Reith popped out of this car, ran up and hugged me like I'm a soldier back in my rack. They were super excited to see me, which was pretty cool because I had didn't even know she was real. The first thing I said to Jeff was like, "Oh shit, you're real." But we jump into this brand new BMW and drive off to a $5 million house. That's 7 young kids, all under the age of 22, all driving company paid for BMWs and Mercedes, and making about 6 figures and above lived in. Okay, and as you guys can believe, my belief level for this business skyrocketed because I looked around the room, I didn't see Donald Trump, I didn't see Warren Buffett, I didn't see Steve Jobs. I saw a bunch of average fucking college kids who took this shit seriously, and was it worth it? Yeah. What they told me, guys, if you treat this like a lemonade stand, it will pay you like that. But if you treat it like a multi-million-dollar business, it'll pay you like that. And so I saw some young people who got excited and ran with it, and was it worth it? Yeah. I met a kid named Bryce Medic, who's the guy who enrolled Jessica's boyfriend, Christian. And I meet this kid, nothing special, okay? I didn't know Bryce before this, but he was a frat star. He was a kid that partied 4 or 5 nights a week, had no fucking clue what he wanted to do with his life, and was just a frat star. But he got excited about these orange cans and ran with it. When I met Bryce, he just hit a rank in the company that paid him well over $500,000 a year residually. And I'm looking at this kid like, dude, you can't dunk, you can't hit home run, you can't get a touchdown pass, you can't sing and dance. How the fuck do you make that kind of money that fast in today's economy? You don't. Okay, now that's the type of person to look at him and say, oh, you got lucky, oh, only so many people do that, there's no way I could do that. I'm a very competitive individual, and I saw it as that if he could do it, so could I. Okay, because I saw I had a massive network of college-age kids who were already spending money on products like this, who were living the most socially connected Asian demographic of all time, who were part of the statistic that says half the kids that graduate this year with a degree won't get a job, and 85% will move back in with their parents. And so I saw extreme potential in that, guys, and I just got excited about what they showed me, brought it back to Indy, and ran with it. And was it worth it? Yeah. My lifestyle was pretty fun, guys. Okay, and so, one thing I want you guys to take away from this, I know it sounds crazy, too good to be true, unrealistic, but think about it this way. I'm Steve Jobs in the 90s. We're standing in my garage. Okay, and I pull out this really, really simple phone that I bet 9 out of 10 people in the room have called an iPhone. Who doesn't have an iPhone because I'm going to make fun of you? Woo! Weirdos. Can't move me, though. Tablet. He called an iPhone, then he pulls out this tablet called an iPad, then he pulls out this laptop right here called a MacBook. Okay, and you laugh at him. You'd be like, come on, Steve, we have Dell, we have HP, we have Microsoft. Why the fuck do we need Apple? But if you would have ran with Apple in the 90s, you'd be living in a different house, driving a different car, living a pretty different lifestyle. Okay, and so I want to bring up one last person, guys. I'm really, really excited to have her here. This is really, really cool. I have no doubt in my mind I would not be standing up here if it wasn't for that pretty blonde girl in the corner of the room. Okay, and so, way more than a really pretty blonde girl, guys, she knows what the fuck she's doing with this business and where it's going. Okay, she's created a revolution between young females in America's economy. That's pretty dope, dude. That's pretty cool.
LBR.
Her boyfriend,
LBR,
her boyfriend, like I said, actually just hit a 6-figure income in this business. In the next 60 to 90 days, she will as well. Okay, and so with that being said, if you take advice from anyone in this room, guys, take it from her. She is a leader. She's absolutely my biggest idol in this business. And so I want to bring up Jessica Comiskey.
Wow, this is pretty sick. Who's excited tonight? Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep it short. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Obviously, I was leveraged like crazy, so I appreciate the love. Really, I don't really deserve it that much just yet. So, but thank you guys for the McMannises for having us in their house tonight and allowing us all to come in. I know there's a lot of people here, so this is pretty big. So just everything that you take from tonight, you can leave here, you can be excited, but just know that it's working. We've said that over and over and over again, but from my point of view, I mean, damn straight this is working. I mean, I was here 3 months ago, and these meetings are not like this. This has tripled in size since the last time I was here. So I'm going to go over my story quick, kind of share my perspective, my experiences through the past 17 months of my Vemma journey. I'm actually from Michigan. I moved out to San Diego to go to San Diego State University. I'm 22 years old, so technically it's my senior year in college this year. Plans have changed about that, but pretty much I heard about Vemma 22 months ago, and the first time I heard about it, I was kind of in a situation like you guys are, the new people in here tonight, from a guy named Bryce Medic, who they've mentioned a few times. I was sitting on a couch, and my boyfriend and him come in the door with an orange can right there, and they were both in the fraternity, Phi Kappa Theta, and they're like frat guys, like, oh my god, guys, we gotta try this drink. We're gonna make millions of dollars. Like, drink. Like, Jess, oh my god, you can just smile and get all these guys to join your business. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not taking business advice from two frat guys, right? Who I see partying, drinking, smoking every single day of the week, passed on the ground more than I see them doing anything in life, right? So, no offense to them now. They've changed completely different now. So, when I heard about it, the reason I was so skeptical, I was just really closed-minded, it's because it was different, right? It's not something we're taught every single day. And for me, I was at San Diego State. I was doing my thing. I was doing promotional modeling, making like $15 an hour. Also working at a tanning salon, cleaning beds, sweeping, sweat off the ground, that type of thing. Gross, making like $8 an hour there. And I thought I had it all. I thought, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to do PR, the public relations degree, and just go work in corporate America because that's what I was taught. My mom and dad, with all due respect, I love them. They taught me, my mom's a nurse, my dad works in a car dealership. They don't have it all. I didn't come from wealth, guys. I didn't come from the money. I didn't come from, getting everything given to me growing up. So I didn't understand the concept of that. I didn't understand the concept of making money or working for yourself. I always just thought that's what you have to do. So after about a few months, it took me about 7 months, I just went home for the summer party, did the lake trips in Michigan, and just had fun, drank, did all that crazy stuff, and came back to school in the fall. And I was just doing my thing, walking around campus, and I see Bryce. All of a sudden, everybody's like, oh my god, there's Bryce Middick. He got his white BMW. It says Vemma on the side. Like, this is real. And I'm like, no freaking way did that kid right there get into a BMW paid for by Vemma. Like, if you guys met this kid, you'd understand. But he's awesome. He's one of my best friends. But I saw that, and I was like, okay, proof is in the pudding right there. I saw it happen from someone who told me that he was going to get that, in less than 5 to 6 months from now, and he damn sure did it. So I was like, okay, honestly, he knows what he's doing. He linked arms with a few of his friends over the summer and made this thing happen. They did exactly what we are doing right now. Maybe 22 months ago, they started doing that. And now, Bryce Middick, in less than 60 to 90 days, will hit $1 million a year at the age of 22. And for me to think that he was stupid, like, what do you think? I'm the one who's freaking stupid. So, realistically, 7 months later, I found myself drunk on wine, and I was feeling a little ambitious that night. My boyfriend looked at me, he's like, Jess, what are you going to do for the rest of your life? Because he already got involved, all my friends are doing it, and I kind of felt left out. But he's like, what are you going to do? And I was like, I don't freaking know. So he's like, well, why don't you do this? Obviously, I love energy drinks. I love health products. I was studying nutrition for a few years. So right there, I was like, I'm already drinking these products. Why not get paid to do it? Get paid to consume something and share it with my friends all over the world. And he's like, so, why don't we just get started now? And I'm like, all right, let's go. So I signed up that night, and I've been in the business for about 17 months. And, I'm not here to preach the money. I'm not here to tell you that it can work for everyone. But what we have is a solution to what's going on in this economy. Because obviously, shit's not right, right? There's tons of people. Who all in here has a part-time job? Yeah, majority. 60% of you guys do. And who here is willing to follow me, follow, mentors, follow the people who you heard speak tonight, link arms with us because we know where we're going, and be willing to be coached to teach you how to make a 6 to 7 figure income in less than 2 to 3 years from now. I would be I'm not here to blow smoke. I'm not here to tell you what can happen. It can happen for anyone. It all just starts with a decision. One decision, like Ty said, he was skeptical. I was skeptical. A lot of people are skeptical. So if anyone in this room has a thought of pyramid scheme, scam, the door is right there. The highest form of ignorance is hating on something you know absolutely nothing about. Because that was me. That was ignorant. And every single any person I talk to now who says it to me, I'm like, dude, I don't even want to talk to you because you don't even know what you're talking about. But I obviously prove them wrong. Because when we file taxes, we do all this, network marketing is the next big thing. This is the business of the 21st century. You're either with us or you're against us, right? We always say, either the wave's going to crash you down or you're going to ride it. Because me, every single affiliate of Vemma in this room right now will make a lot of money from this. Because they're all in my organization, and I don't let people down. As long as you just follow with me and understand we have a proven system. Not a theory, nothing like, oh, you're going to do this, you do this, you do this. We have the same CEO, we all have the same products, we have the same compensation plan, same everything. The only difference is you and I, right? You just have to make the decision, because 17 months ago, if you met me, Hunter is probably the only person that knew me in high school, and am I totally different?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was a party animal cheerleader, the whole like girl, and here I am today speaking in front of 70 plus people. You know, this isn't the biggest room I've spoken in front of. I mean, I've spoken in front of like 1,000 now, and it's crazy because all I'm doing is sharing my story. I'm sharing my story and getting, you know, inspiring people to do something different. Because in life, if you're sitting here thinking to yourself, oh, I don't have money to do this, or, you know, I don't have friends to talk to, you're just making excuses. You're either going to make excuses or you're going to make a lot of money, right? It's just by making that decision to break down your, you know, your shield a little bit, step out of your comfort zone and try something different, do something different to get something different. If you are doing the same damn thing every single day and you're feeling broke, you're going to be damn broke for the rest of your freaking life. But if you sit and think, okay, what can I do? This is a solution. Like I said, it's a solution to what's going on. And that's all this is, guys. I mean, I'm really excited out in San Diego. You know, it's crazy to think San Diego State University. My friend Bryce Natick was the one who kind of brought it out there, and for me to go to school, hey girl, for me to go to school out there and watch the growth. I mean, being 17 months in the business, it's completely changed there. The meetings there that we hold, we actually have to hold them in like the huge like lecture halls. You know, 600 to 700 people each meeting now. And from Bryce starting one kid and linking arms with like 2 to 3 frat guys sitting on a couch talking about they were going to make a lot of money. I watched that happen in front of my eyes. My boyfriend Christian Sager, Bryce Natick, Luke Kish, look these names up. You can Google them and see that they're real. They moved from a shitty ass frat house into a $5 million house in San Diego that Ty talked about and was able to be there and see that. And every single one of them drive a car that's more expensive than probably like my friggin' parents' income. That's how crazy this is. Bryce Natick drives an M5, $100,000 car at the age of 22, right? Adam Wennig is 21 and just bought an Aston Martin.
Whoa.
What the? You don't see that anymore. And people will laugh at us. People will be like, oh, that's so stupid. That's not real. Dude, network marketing is real, guys. If we're the official drink of the Phoenix Suns and we have Dr. Oz supporting us, we have all these people that, you know, credibility factors. We just freaking launched coffee, like second highest consumed beverage in the world. Like, we're doing something right. We're in the right industry. They say that the millionaires of our generation in the next 10 years will triple because of 2 reasons: social affiliate marketing and health and wellness. What the hell is this? Get together, baby! Yeah. You know, you're in the right place at the right time with the right people. You know, we're really excited. I'm here for a few days, and I'm looking to obviously run with the runners. You know, I'm not looking for anybody. I'm looking for maybe 4 to 5 people, new people tonight, that want to come to me and tell me the reason they want to do this. Because I've watched people who were homeless make this thing happen. He actually lives here in Indy. Yachty. Like, he was homeless, and he freaking made this thing, and now he's making, you know, a couple $100 a week. That's pretty sick. Who can say that they've done that? It's because he found a group of people, a support system. That's what this is. You're not alone. You're linking arms with the team, because in corporate America, all they want to do is bag you down. They don't want to uplift you to do better things. We're all in this together. It's one big full circle of support. So you just gotta trust us and have fun with it, because that's what this is. I mean, this is better than going into an office, clocking in, clocking out. I mean, this is work here. Sharing a story and telling everybody something that's freaking exciting. So I'm gonna cut it short, but you know, connect with me either way. Pretty much to get started in the business, like I said, you just become a consumer of the product. Whoever brought you here obviously loves, trusts, and respects you enough to share this with you. They're not trying to sell you on anything, right? They're not trying to sell you on a product or anything. You guys are drinking this stuff every single day regardless, so why not get paid to do it? Like I said, just run with it, guys, and have fun. Because, I mean, we have one life to live. Give it all you've got. We say give in, give up, or give it all you've got. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And realize that every single day you have, you know, most of us live, you know, we can live to 100 years. If you live tomorrow, you know, how you don't want to live it, you never know when that could end. And we always say that, you know, live life to your fullest. YOLO. YOLO, for real. So try it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But you know what? I will damn sure make it work for you. Make it work for you if you want it to. Just believe in yourself, and that's it. So get back to the person who brought you here tonight. If there's any questions, you know, we'll break up into smaller groups, but really, really appreciate it. Obviously, thanks to the boys back there, Kip and Ryan, for having us here. Try the products. Has anyone not tried the product tonight? Yep. Everybody's tried it. Cool. But yeah, thanks for coming out.